Hello all, welcome back to the Java Selenium series. So we have seen quite a bit till now, and what we will do is we will try to finish this scenario. That is, you have done till adding items to the cart. Now we will go to the checkout. That is, you are going to look at the cart, and then you'll click on checkout, and then you'll give some details like first name, last name, a zip code, and then click on continue, and then we will finish the remaining steps. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so now you have to first click on this particular cart icon. So how will you do that? Right click and inspect. So it is basically a link. Okay, so if you see here, if I have to click this icon, the shopping cart icon, it says it is a anchor tag and it has a class called shopping cart link. So let us copy this, and now we'll create a XPath anchor tag @class is equal to, and then the link. So we have only one object, so we can basically use this. Okay, now this shopping cart icon is also present in the products page, so we will go to that products page and add the item. Okay, here I can say public static string cart XPath, and then I will say return. Okay, and this is a normal click operation for which we already have a method in the browser, so we can use that. So what we have to do after that, we have to click on shopping cart. Okay, and now you are coming to a new page here. It is called your cart. So we have to create another class for this particular page so that all the objects related to this page can be present in that particular Java class. Okay, so let's create one class. So I'm creating it in the same package. It's called your cart. Okay, let's include that page also. So I am refactoring it. So now let us see what all objects that we have to add from this particular page. Okay, so importantly, to make it short, I can just click it on continue button. So let us see how we can add that. Okay, so it is basically a button and it has an ID called checkout. So we can put it in our your cart page. Public static string continue ID. Okay. Now after this, if you click on continue, what will happen? You are getting another page which is called checkout your information page. So you have to create another page here, the class for a page that is called your information page. So I'm going to Eclipse again, create a new class in the same package, your information page. Okay, so in this page we have 3 to 4 objects that you have to add. Like if you see here, it says first name, last name, zip code, and then again the continue button. So let us see one by one. Okay, this is an input and it has a ID called first name. So let us take it. Public static string fname ID. Okay. Similarly, we will do for others also. Last name. It has ID called last name. Public static string lname id. Okay. Now we will add another object, which is the zip code or postal code. So I'm basically inspecting the element so that I can find out the attributes that I want. So I'm adding this public static string zip id. Now finally I have to click on button, public static string. Let us see how we can identify it first. Okay, it has a ID for it also. Okay, so I'll say continue ID. Okay, so we have basically added these objects to the your information page. Okay, now let's go ahead and see what more pages are there. Okay, so this is our overview page. So we have to create one more, which is called overview page, and then we'll click on this finish button. So it also has a ID, something called finish. Okay, so first we will create a page, overview page. In this we will create a method to get the finish buttons ID. Okay, now what will happen after that, right, once you click on finish? Okay, so here if you see, it has given a particular confirmation page saying thank you for your order. Okay, now let us understand whether this particular object is coming or not. That is how you actually validate if the complete scenario has been successfully completed or not. Okay, so how do you get that? First of all, inspect this. So here if you see, it says there is a header tag and then it says complete header. So we can use this as an XPath and then identify it. So what we will do, h2 @class is equal to complete header. Okay, so we will use this as XPath. Now we will create a complete page where we will try to identify this particular thank you message has been coming or not. Okay, so first we will create a page, complete page. So in this we will try to identify this particular object. Thank you XPath, and I will say return. Okay, so what we have done, we have gone through the each and every page that we are going to touch in this particular scenario, and then we have captured all the objects of each of the pages in their respective classes. So in real time also, this is how it happens. You have to first navigate through the entire pages and try to capture the each and every individual object and then put it in their respective page classes. Now we got all the objects, so now we have to add the actions that we are going to perform on each and every page. Okay, that we will see in the next video. In case you feel that this content is helping you to learn something, I would request you to click that like button, and then if you are new to the channel and you are seeing this video, I would request you to click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you will not miss any future videos. Thank you.